My fiancée demanded my house and half my business in a prenup. When I refused, she lost it. So, I ended her gold-digging scheme for good. Hello Reddit I+ here. You ever have one of those moments where you realize, in an instant, that someone you loved was never really who you thought they were? That was me, sitting across from my fiancée, watching the woman I had planned to spend my life with morph into a stranger before my eyes. Her name was Danielle, and when we met, I thought I had hit the jackpot. Smart, beautiful, and driven, or so I believed. We had been together for 2 years when I proposed. I wasn't some billionaire, but I had built a solid life for myself. I owned a home outright, something I'd busted my ass for years to achieve, and I co-owned a growing business with my best friend, Eric. Life was good, and I figured getting married was just the next step. Then came the prenup conversation. Now, I never really cared much about prenups before, but Eric, who had been through a nasty divorce, told me I'd be an idiot not to get one. Just protect yourself, he said. If she loves you, she won't care. So, I brought it up to Danielle one evening, expecting maybe some mild pushback, a discussion at worst. Instead, she laughed. Then she said, "Oh, you're serious?" When I told her I was, her whole demeanor shifted. She got quiet, eyes narrowing in a way I had never seen before. "So, you don't trust me?" she snapped. "That's what this is about?" "It's not about trust," I said, trying to stay calm. "It's about being responsible. I worked hard for what I have, and this is just a safety net." That's when she dropped the bombshell. "If you really love me, then put everything in writing. Half of everything should be mine. The house, half the business, no prenup." I stared at her, thinking maybe she was joking. She wasn't. She leaned in, all sweet and soft, like she was talking to a child. "Marriage is about sharing, baby. Why should I commit to you if you're not willing to commit to me?" I could feel my pulse in my ears. "Danielle, I'm committing my life to you. I'm just saying that if something goes wrong, what I built before you shouldn't be up for grabs." She exploded. She accused me of planning for divorce before we were even married, of treating her like a gold digger. And let me tell you, when someone gets that angry about not getting half of what you own, they're probably a gold digger. I stayed quiet, let her rant. And when she was done, I asked her one simple question. "Would you be with me if I had nothing?" Her silence told me everything. I nodded, stood up, and walked away. I didn't even need to hear her try to backtrack. The next morning, I called off the wedding. You'd think that would be the end of it. You'd be wrong. She tried everything. Texting, calling, showing up at my house. She even went on social media, twisting the story to paint me as the villain. Then, in one last desperate attempt, she claimed she was pregnant. I wasn't stupid. I demanded proof. She refused. That was the final nail in the coffin. Blocked, deleted, gone. Looking back, I dodged a bullet. And if there's one thing I've learned, love isn't about what you can take. It's about what you give. The right person will never put a price tag on commitment.